Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today I'm here with a match preview for the game at Bescot Stadium this weekend between Walsall versus Doncaster Rovers. So as per usual, when I'm not at a match, I will do a match preview for it instead. I did Walsall last year. I'm not going this year because the opportunity to do Leicester versus QPR came up, and like I say, I've not done Leicester yet, and I thought it'd be a good chance to do it now before they go up to the Prem, which means tickets will be hard to get and they'll be more expensive. I mean, these are hard enough to get. The just went on general sale literally the other day, so yeah, luckily managed to get hold of some tickets, so that is the reason why I am not at this game this weekend. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this match preview. So let's start with the home team then, Walsall, and they're currently in 7th place out of 24 teams, which is the last of the playoff spots. So far this season, we've had 14 wins, 9 draws, and 11 defeats. And they've had a pretty hefty rise, to be fair, because they've been in 16th just a few weeks ago, and they've managed to rise all the way up to 7th place, which is, yeah, it shows not only, you know, how good a form they're in, but how close League 2 really is for getting them in playoff places. I think at the minute, any team down to 14th is like we're in touching distance of getting that 7th place, and at the minute it's Walsall who's got it, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can hang on to that position till the rest of the season. So in Walsall's last match, they had a 2-1 win against Accrington Stanley, which now means they've won 4 games in a row, and they have only lost 1 of their last 8 games. And it turns out I've actually got a few things in common with Walsall. One of them is we've both put at least 5 goals past Grimsby away from home this year. Walsall beat them 6-1, we beat them 5-1. And another similarity is, of course, Mo Fowl. Like I say, he was on loan at us in the first half of the season from West Brom, and he is on loan at Walsall in the second half. And to be fair to him, he did pretty well at the Rovers, scoring 9 goals. It took him a while to kind of find his feet, I think, but then he had a really good run of form, became a bit of a fan favourite. You know, they say you shouldn't fall in love with a lone player, and a lot did, to be honest with you. Before he left, he weren't in the greatest of form, and it sounds like he's left on not the best terms. It sounds like he's had a few people in his ear saying, like, you know, you should go back to West Brom and stuff like that, and McCann's got hold of it, and yeah, he's basically said, if you don't want to be here, then off you go. And sounds like that's what's kind of happened, to be fair. And yeah, he got his first goal a couple of games ago for Walsall, and I mean, he's going to score against us, isn't it? It's nailed on to happen. So yeah, like I say, I'm hoping he does well at Walsall, just not against us. And now moving on to my team and the away team, Doncaster Rovers. We are currently in 20th place out of 24 teams in League 2. So far this season, we've had 11 wins, 6 draws, and 16 defeats. And in our last match, we beat AFC Wimbledon by 1-0. It weren't the prettiest of performances, not the most fun to watch, but nevertheless, we got the 3 points, and that is all we need at the minute. Like I say, we're in a decent unbeaten streak. We've had 5 games unbeaten so far, and yeah, that is crucial, because before that, like, I was genuinely worried that we could really get dragged into a relegation battle, but we've managed to pull ourselves out of that a bit. We've got a literal last-minute equaliser against Sutton, which, if they'd have beat us, it'd have closed the gap to 4 points. But yeah, we managed to claw that, and then momentum's just seemed to carry on since then. I think a lot of pressure got taken off, and yeah, then we're about at the start of the unbeaten streak, and like I say, we're now at 5 unbeaten, and even more importantly, I think we're 12 points clear of the relegation zone. So like I say, Sutton or Forest, I think it's Forest Green now actually, have got to make up at least 4 wins to catch us. So honestly, that is absolutely huge. And the interesting thing is now we're exactly the same amount of points off the playoffs as we are to relegation. So I'm not saying anything, but nah, I'm only joking. I don't think, like I say, we're not going to make playoffs. It's nice to dream, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just good to see us having a bit of form to end the season on. I mean, I've said it repetitively in all my videos. If we can finish the season as strong as possible, that is going to go into next season. So yeah, even if we've not really got out to play for it, it'd be really good just to see us fighting for every single win. So in the previous results between these two teams, I'll take back to last season first, when Walsall did the double over us. They beat us 2-0 at Eco Power Stadium earlier in the season, and then on the last game of last season, they beat us by 2-1, which saw the end of Danny Schofield after that game, we've not actually, I know it's quite late into the season, but we've not actually played each other yet, because our home game against Walsall was meant to be back in, I think it was October. Yeah, October, and that got called off because of the international break. Walsall had a few players on international duty, so the game got postponed, so that is getting played, I think it's the 9th of April, it's definitely Tuesday in April, nevertheless. So yeah, this is the first time we're playing each other this season. So I think that brings me nicely on to my prediction then. So do I think Walsall's going to win the 3rd game in a row against Rovers, or are Rovers going to get a win and climb even further away from the drop and closer to mid-table? My prediction is, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, to be fair. I'm going for a score draw here. Of course, I think Mo Fowler's going to score against Rovers. I think that's odds on. But yeah, both teams are in decent form. And yeah, I don't see either team winning. It's just I don't see either team losing, to be honest with you. I think both teams are going to have enough to put on an entertaining scoring game. And yeah, we're going to get the share of the points. So I'm going to go for Walsall 2, Doncaster Rovers 2. Anyway, that is it for this match preview event. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get as many subscribers as we can before the end of the season. So the next match on the channel is, of course, going to be on Saturday. We've got Leicester City versus Queen's Park Rangers, which I'm very excited about. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.